Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. In today's video, guys, we are on the test server. We're gonna have a look at Gaspard, the new Void legendary defense-based champion, which actually seems pretty damn nuts. Now, I'm not able to showcase the fusion today, but that video will be out tomorrow, so definitely stay tuned for that. We're gonna see if the fusion champion is good enough, if it's worth going for the fusion and all that stuff. But in today's video, all eyes are on Gaspard the Accused. Basically, guys, he has a pretty crazy kit, very good base stats, an AoE attack with a chance to land decrease attack and weaken. We have an AoE attack with a chance to land provoke. He puts increased defense and a shield on all of the team. The good thing is that he puts the increased defense before he attacks, which means that we are not dependable of a different champion to bring us the increased defense. With the A3, you stand accused, attacks an enemy which will ignore life barrier, poison cloud, shield, and block damage, and 25% of the target's defense. And this will be on a 3-turn cooldown. If the target was killed by the skill, revives a random dead ally with 50% HP and turn meter, this revive will ignore block revive debuffs, which means that he's gonna be able to revive even if they had block revive on the character. So here we come. Basically, all of the champions that block revive will be countered by him. And he will place a block revive on the targets killed by the skill. The first passive, which has no cooldown, whenever this champion kills an enemy or decapitates a Hydra head, fills the turn meter of all allies by 25% and heals them by 25% of their max HP. The second passive, which once again has no cooldown, whenever an enemy is revived, instantly activates the A3, the You Stand Accused skill against that enemy. If multiple enemies are revived, the initial target of the revive will be targeted to by the You Stand Accused skill and will not put the skill on cooldown. So that means that whenever somebody revives, we're gonna potentially block the revive on that champion instantly. Now, you will have a 50% chance of activating the You Stand Accused skill on an enemy whenever an ally is killed, and it will occur once per turn. Will instantly activate the You Stand Accused skill against the Hydra head whenever an ally is consumed by that head, and will not put the skill on cooldown. Pretty damn nuts. A lot of things happening, very good passives, especially that have no freaking cooldown. Of course, the multipliers will be extremely important. And we have a defense aura for all battles. Now, I've prepared two different builds for him. We're going to try him in PvE, or we're going to try him in PvP. So, Mr. Gaspard, there we go. I do not have a relic on him. I won't give him a relic. And in terms of blessings, I have a 6-star soul, but I did not activate a blessing. So, we're not gaining the additional stats and effects just yet. The build that we have for PvE is going to be a 6-piece Merciless. This will be the total stats. 41k HP, 7.6k defense, 244 speed, full crit, 296 crit damage. But we have no blessing. Keep that in mind. And we have 385 accuracy. Masteries, we have offense and defense. Now, these are the masteries that I've got for PvP. You can definitely go with the support tree instead of the defense and go for a Master Hexer to extend the duration of debuffs, or go for Sniper to increase the chance to land the debuffs with a basic skill, or hell, go for Lasting Gifts to increase the duration of buffs. Up to you. And of course, Heart of Glory would be much better for PvE than Shield Breaker, which is pretty damn irrelevant. That being said, we're going to go straight into a dungeon. We're going to see what damage he deals. We're going to take these chickens out of here. I'm not going to use his aura because we don't need to have more defense. We already have pretty crazy stats on him. And we're going to slowly test each one of the skills individually, including the animation. So let's start with the AoE. You're going to notice that he's going to pop the increased defense before the damage goes in, which is great. So we've got 100k damage. This skill doesn't hit that hard. You can actually notice the HP levels on the champion. It's pretty underwhelming with this skill. But that is just this skill, okay? You're going to see the other ones are performing much, much better. Then, I'm going to go with the A3 and we're going to go versus Chagur. 197k, we almost killed him, okay? Not enough damage to put him in the ground, but that's not bad either. And you're gonna notice in a second that the basic skill will actually do pretty crazy damage. Actually surprised that he dealt so much damage with the basic skill. Unfortunately, the other ones did not take a turn before, so let's put it on 2x speed. Let him move. There we go. And check out the basic skill now. I have no increased defense on, so I might do this again. And we're going to go with the basic skill after, just to have that increased defense on. And there we go. The basic skill actually hits harder than his second skill. At least it seems like it. Most of the hits that I've got so far, most of the numbers that I've got with his A1, they're at around 100k, while the A2 is 70, 80, 90k. Not very often when it is at 100k. You see 80k, 70k, and then you go in with the A1, and the A1 will bang them to higher numbers, 99k. So the basic skill actually hits harder, which is a bit surprising to say like this. We're going to try to go in with the other skill as well, and I'm going to do a different thing where we are not using Lydia. I'm going to bring in a different character instead. Come on. Take a turn. We have the increased defense. Let's kill one of the champions, or try. 327k. We blocked the revive on that Venus. Really, really good. So we're going to do this now. A1. Kill somebody. Of course, Lydia's passive will stop that Cardinal from reviving. That's why we're going to drop her out of the team. And we're going to go with Venus. Venus, here we go. Hopefully you are fast enough. 293 you are. And let's get rid of that. And we're going to do recently use first. And let's bring in some chickens. Let's bring in some chickens. There we go. So we're going to apply the defense down. The weaken once again. We're going to do some damage. I kind of don't want to provoke them, but I kind of need to provoke them. So I will do that. I'm just going to let them take a few additional turns in there till the magic happens. So we're going to go versus Liburga with the A3 now. 187k, that's fine. We did have the increased defense. The shield is pretty good as well from the skill. It's not like huge, like Valkyrie's, but it's pretty damn good as well. Let's see. Look at the A1. I'm so surprised that the A1 does crazy damage. You see? They killed an enemy. Bang. He attacked with the A3. They killed an ally, sorry. And I kind of need to let him do that again. Let's see if we can do it on this wave, or we're going to have to move on to the next wave. So let's see if we kill somebody. We should be reviving, right? Bang. We revived. Thermeter and healing. Beautiful. And now we're ready to move on to the next wave. We're going to let him kill somebody. Bang, Venus. Kill that. We revived again because we have no cooldown on that skill. In fact, I can do this. And bang, revive again and get a healing. Pretty damn crazy, right? Now, I want to see how that Cardinal will actually revive and who are we targeting. So let's start killing some of these enemies. Okay, we have that provoke, which is a bit unfortunate because we kind of don't need it in here. It's just delaying us. We're going to give him the blessing after, okay? A1, we killed one of the enemies. Let's see if we can kill another one. So we have multiple targets. Yeah, 176, block revive. We have all of our chickens back. And somebody's probably going to kill one of my chickens right now. Venus, bang, 170k. That's not on cooldown. Another A1, because I want that Cardinal to revive. Okay. She only revived one enemy, because, of course, we blocked the revive on the other. Now, the damage from the A3 now, it did not look that great. And it might be because we do not have the increased defense. But it felt like it could have been better, right? It could have been better. So I just wanted to show you basically how good are his passives. Really, really good. Now, let's actually give him a blessing and move on to the Hydra clan boss. So we're going to go recently use first. I feel like I'm already ignoring a lot of defense in the Hydra, but I'm still going to go with crushing Crushing Rand. So the stats now are much, much better, like 334 crit damage, 8.2k defense. The blessings are nasty. A lot of accuracy. Like, it's almost like we have a bit of an overkill on pretty much everything. So we're going to go into the Hydra clan boss, and we're going to go straight to Nightmare. We're going to run this team. We're going to go manual with it. So let's just do an A1 versus the head right there. And just quickly kill the rest. Apply the defense down. Do a bit of damage. Put the defense up and provoke. Put a shield. Then we can metamorph with him. Apply the defense down on the rest and a hex. Beautiful. And let's do an ally attack. Maybe we're gonna get rid of the Head of Suffering, right? Because the Head of Torment, sorry, because he's pretty annoying. So let's get rid of him. Get out of here. Oh damn, 60k hit, a weak hit. Doesn't look too good. Block buffs on. Now we're getting rid of that one, the Head of Mischief. And I'm gonna use an A3 on a non-decapitated head, and that is the Head of Torment. 552k. Decentish. Not like wow, but is a non-decapitated head. We're gonna see everything a bit better in a second. So let's rag that. I do want to decapitate a head with him because that will be a bit more beneficial for the passive, right? So let's apply defense down. And now we can see the damage with the AoE skilling here. 1 million, 1.1 million, and that was without having Weaken, which would boost the damage by 25%. So the damage is okay. The damage is not amazing by any means because we do have a 6-star Crushing Rand, but okayish damage in the Hydra. Even though it seems like everything is kind of like catered for that. So let's... I thought that I'm going to take the other one down too, but it seems like we did not manage to do it, unfortunately. So that's up and running. I do want to have my champions devoured and stuff like that, so we're going to get to it in a second. I'm definitely supposed to attack the other head with Feral to put a decreased speed on that one, not on the one that has the shield, the barrier. I'm gonna... Ooh, I have no provoke, so that's gonna be a bit of a problem. I'm gonna go A1. So we got Weaken, we got some decreased attack here and there. Let's go with that skill. We're definitely not gonna take that head down before it gets to the point to cleanse. And this one will put the reflect damage on. Most likely, yeah, we're kind of screwed, so I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. No matter who I'm attacking in here, I'm not really doing much now. Actually, he ignores... No, he ignores Life Barrier, not Poison Cloud, right? So, A1. You do you. And he will ignore Poison Cloud as well. So we can use this skill in here. 530k. It doesn't matter that we have the Poison Cloud on him, which is good. I think Calamitas only ignores the Life Barrier, if I remember it correctly, but I might be wrong. So we need to strip the buffs once the Head of Suffering is taking a turn, and that is right now. Mikage, Metamorph, get rid of that reflect damage because it's dangerous. Beautiful. And let me just see. Oh, he ignores Poison Cloud too. Perfect. I wasn't sure anymore because I haven't paid attention to that in quite a while. Let's see if we can push in some damage. Let's go versus the Head of Suffering. Push in a bit of more damage. The Head of Rat can be a bit of a problem. I don't need a Provoke because the Head of Torment is not really going to do much. I kind of need a block buffs for the Head of Rat, but unfortunately, we're not going to be able to apply that anyway. So we're just going to slowly try to take some of the enemies down. It's good that we have that shield on. It's very, very helpful. So what I'm gonna try and do, double hits, do a bit of damage, block buffs. Oh, we got resisted on block buffs. Get out of here. That reflect damage is gonna whoop our ass right now. Man, that really sucks. I thought that maybe we're not gonna get resisted, right? But it happened. So we're gonna go A1. Okay, almost got him down, but I need I need Mikage now, and I don't have that skill available, so I'm gonna have to Metamorph. Use the A2 skill to decrease the duration of buffs. So no more reflect damage. And now we can deal with the Head of Torment. And I still need to decapitate somebody with him. Let's see. Do we have enough damage? 423k, not enough to get that done. 480 with Toshiro's A1. But that's an A1 skill. Toshiro is Toshiro. He's goated, right? I don't think his damage is like insane or anything like that. I mean, no matter what I'm doing here, that Hex is gonna kill the head of Blight. Even if I'm doing an A1, maybe if I do it versus a Force Head, Toshiro might not hit regularly, weak hit, that saved us. And maybe now we can decapitate a head with Gaspard. Oh, no, we cannot. GG's. This is gonna mess us up no matter what we're doing. Actually, no, we're gonna do that. Okay. Oh! We still managed. I think the leech was on. Okay. Another AoE attack. We have no weaken. No, we're going to go with the A1 here. So we landed the weaken on. Let's put this on. We haven't killed them all, which is good. We're going to go with an A1 right here. And we're getting close to the part where they will start decapitating our champions, right? Which is going to be pretty good. I'm going to go A1 again versus the head that has the shield because I'm trying not to break the other heads before Gaspard takes a turn. I'm going to do the same with him. Come on, Gaspard, take a turn before they're coming out. And damn, no weaken on any of the ones that are left. I don't want to use the basic skill. So I'm going to go with the AoE. 500k, 455k, definitely not that great, but at least we managed to provoke. So his damage in the Hydra is not crazy busted or anything like that. It's kind of like almost a bit underwhelming for the Hydra. But everything else that he brings with the kit is pretty damn good. I'm curious if in PvP he's going to perform better. Like, will the damage be enough to put some champions in the ground, or it won't? So we're gonna go with this. Let's do some AoE. Let's do that. Let's put a Hex. No defense down on... Actually, we have defense down, but except one champion. Block buffs, decrease accuracy, increase the duration of buffs. And let's try to take this one down. I still have the increased defense on him. And basic skill, a weaken maybe. Decrease attack. I think support masteries will be better for him here. I'm going to take this head down, or try to take him down. Okay. Voila! And Monsieur French, Mr. Gaspard absolutely wrecked him as soon as he devoured our champion. I love this idea. I think he's going to be such a great champion for these things. All of the support that he's bringing into a fight. Now, I'm not seeing him as upping my damage in any of the teams that I currently have available or anything like that. But a move like that is actually really, really good. Let's continue. Let's see if we can... Oh, damn it. The cleanse. I was going to say, let's see if we can devour a champion. Let's see if we can decapitate a head with him. We have a weaken right there. We might have enough damage to do it. So I'm going to do this right here. A bang. Ah, I don't have that available. Maybe with this one we can. Only 175k, was no defense down, but we already ignored so much defense. We shouldn't really care about the defense down. At least not in Hydra, right? Because we have Crushing Rend, we have a Merciless, we have Max Great Hall. Damn, a lot of things. We have a lot of things to boost our damage in here. So that's why I'm saying, like, his damage is a bit on the low side, right? Not to sugarcoat it or anything like that. And just gonna go A1. He's gonna put the reflect damage again. A1. Let's use that. Let's use that. So no more reflect damage. And let's end this. Let's end this, or try to end him. I know for a fact I won't have enough damage with Gaspard to take him down. But I'll try. Okay, finally we've got one down. We generated the healing. We pushed the Thermometer. So that was pretty good. And let's put a block buffs. I'll stop at 10 minutes in. I'm going to try to use his A2 if we have it available one more time. I don't want to deal damage, so I don't get rid of that head. Okay, perfect. So we have the Head of Suffering, reduced AoE damage, but shouldn't necessarily affect us now. And let's see. 893k, and that was with a weaken on. So his damage is really not that crazy for the Hydra. It's just mainly everything else that he offers. Okay, let's end the battle. And battle, yeah. And let's see the damage. 20 million, Theox 20 million, Calamitous 30, Toshiro 48. Actually, looking at the damage that Theox brought in, I know he doesn't have a 6-star blessing, but it's not that bad. It's actually better than I thought. I was expecting even Theox to double his damage. Now, Calamitous and Toshiro, they're very, very powerful for this content. Calamitous lands the hacks, so that boosts his damage even more, right? But 20 million is actually better than I expected. Now, let's move into some PvP content. Where are you, Monsieur French? Gaspard. There we go. And we're going to give him the PvP build. And we're going to change that blessing to something else. So let's get that on. Damn, this is still a pretty damn good build. Look at that speed. 291, 8.3k defense, 326 crit damage. A bit on the low side. But what can we do? We have a lot of crit damage as substats, but seems like not enough. Not enough. So let's go and change the Crushing Rend, because that's not really helpful in PvP. And maybe we go in with Ward of the Fallen, or we can go in with Lightning Cage and keep the buffs on, right? Let's do that. But no relic. I'm not going to give him a relic. He is prone to get polymorphed. We don't have very high accuracy. You can notice that in here, because intentionally I haven't went crazy with accuracy. I haven't tried him in PvP at all. But let's see what we can do with him. If we can do anything with him, right? So we have Marius, Sifi, Fabian, Marichka. Drop out, drop out, drop out, drop out. And let's see. We have Gaspard. We have Galatir. We have Crixia. I don't have my Fabian build, so that's why I'm using that. But he's going to be the only damage dealer. The only thing is I need to bring in a different champion that can potentially die much earlier than he does. So let's do... Who should we do? Who should we bring in that's going to die earlier than him? Anybody that wants to die? Anybody at all? Let's run Donnie. Hopefully my Galatir has gear though. We have some. I'm not even sure what, but hey. No, I need a speed aura. I need a speed aura actually, because I might get wrecked if not. You know what? Let's bring our mans, and we're not gonna use his main skills, right? We're gonna just let him be the fodder. We're gonna let him die in there. I just want to make sure I'm faster. Probably I won't be faster because he does have Sifi as a Termiter booster, which I forgot about. But I do have Temporal Chains, right? Oh, holy moly! That Fabian is faster. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I can lock them now, so that Marius is gonna clap me. That really came in as a surprise, I gotta say it. I can't... Oh, no, he's gonna counterattack. Let's just polymorph him. Let's just polymorph him and get rid of that crap. So right now I'm gonna go with an AoE to put increased defense, put a shield. We almost killed that Fabian. Not enough damage, but almost. Okay, you do that. Let's get some more immunity up and running in here. I could stun him. Yeah, that's better. Let's get some more healing. And we're going to try to block the revive with Gaspard on that Marius. And bang, block revive, GGG's. And I want to kill Fabian, and I want them to revive Fabian, so then I will... we can see if we have enough damage with the A3 to kill Fabian, even though we might not have that increased defense. I'm going to polymorph him, though, to drop the HP back on 50%. It's going to be easier to kill him. With the A1. Yep, okay. So, Sifi, time to revive, baby. Come on. Come on, Sifi, do it. Do it! Oh, baby, look at that. Look at that. You revive, you get punished. You get sent straight to freaking hell. That is amazing. Now, the AoE attack, as I was saying, is very underwhelming in terms of damage, the one with Provoke. But the A3, the passives, are really, really nasty. Are really, really nasty. So what I'm going to do right now, I hang block another revive, because why not? We can do it. And then deal with that Marichka. I'm not going to let it go on Aura, actually, because Armans might do some stupid things and polymorph her instead of allowing me to kill her. A1. 24k. Of course, we had the shield on. It really seems like the AoE at the basic skill deals more damage than the A2. I don't think that was intended. Maybe it was. Okay, this time around we dealt actually more damage with that skill. But Gaspard absolutely took a dump on this team with a block revive. Really, really good. I think he doesn't really have a passive to keep him alive, right? But he could be maybe somehow good for defense as well. Let's see what we're going to do versus this team. Can we just absolutely rack them, or we cannot? I must be missing gear on somebody. There's no way in hell every freaking Fabian is faster than me. There's no way in hell. Or maybe there is. Maybe there is. 412. I'm pretty slow with Quixia, bro. It just seems like, yeah, every freaking Fabian is faster than me. Okay, let's go back at it. We're gonna reset here. It is fine. The problem is that might come at a big cost, right? So let's metamorph, reset. We're gonna cleanse. We're gonna put immunity on. We should polymorph that Narcissus. Try to see if we can take Fabian down. No, but we got a provoke on him. Narcissus, come on, bro. You just come out of the ship form and you counterattack directly. There we go. Let's get some more immunity. That Ancora can create us issues, of course, but we're going to try to drop their thermometer before that happens. And we're going to block revive on this bad boy right here. Or we're gonna try to anyway. So we ignore a lot of buffs. We ignore that shield. We don't ignore the strengthen, but we ignore some of the defense as well. 80k damage. We block the revive. That's all that matters. I do want to kill another one, so we can put pretty much in practice exactly what we've done in the previous fight. I'm not going to lock out that Ancora. I'm going to let her try and revive once her turn comes. We kill two of them. Why didn't she revive? Have I done something to stop her from reviving? Or did she revive somebody before and I've missed that? Let's do that. Look at that. Block revive, baby! You cannot revive anymore. You cannot revive anymore. That's actually pretty badass. And can we have enough damage to kill her? I would assume so. Block revive, 117k, put her to sleep, get the fudge out of here, Ancora, and pretty much all of the revivers. That is really good. I actually really like this. Now, I don't think he's going to be the solution to every single champion. We're going to avoid this because we do not want to see any footage till tomorrow with the Fusion champion because she had some issues that got fixed, or the test server had some issues. But let's give it a go with this team. You get out of here. We're not going to allow them all to be faster this time around. Do have the passive from Lazarius, which is going to be enough. Let's log them. Weak hit on Lazarius. Please do not metamorph, because we want you to revive. I don't have increased defense. I think the squishiest is going to be Warlord, probably. Even though it seems like Sifi might be squishier. Enough damage even without the increased defense. So that is beautiful. But we block the revive. So the passive from him is not really going to be very helpful. We need to kill somebody in a different way. Okay, he metamorphed. That's fine. Give me something. Oh, he cut in on us. Is he going to kill me? Probably. That's fine. That's fine. No problema. Now, he had a different thing as well. When an ally dies, his passive will proc too. But unfortunately, he died as well. So that's a bit of a bummer. Right? He had something. Yeah, whenever an ally is killed, a 50% chance occurs once per turn. So let's use this AoE. Killed one of them. Sifi will try to revive in a second. We're gonna have to bring in a chicken after and see how that 50% chance actually feels like. Block revive, bye. I like that he's Void Affinity though. A1, bang. I think was actually no, that was the A2 probably. Either way, that was pretty damn badass. We're gonna do one more fight where we're gonna check a bit the actual passive. So we can go with this one. Nakret. What's the HP on him? 52k. I need somebody else that will have more to put him in the lead and let him die. So 48. 55. Okay, so you can come in here. Where are they? He's gonna die, right? We're gonna see that if that passive procs. Oh, but the shield on Akret might keep him alive, man. Okay, he increased the cooldown of my skills. That's fine. Not a problem. That's fine. Come on, take him down. Nice. No 50% chance proc, though. He did counterattack, but that's it. Nakret is probably gonna die in a second, too. Another A1. Okay, Metamorph. Kill Nakret. 50% chance? Proc? No, it did not proc. Damn, okay. Thought that maybe. Maybe, just maybe. Okay, died. No 50% chance proc. Damn, 3 of them died and no 50% chance proc. A1 again. Come on, Itus. You need to die again. 50% chance proc? No. Finally, a 50% chance proc, but he had unkillable. So it took, what, 4 or 5 deaths till the passive proc with a 50% chance. That was pretty unlucky, I think. I think that was very unlucky, actually. Let's try to go versus another team. Oof. Should we go versus the Turtles? Just gonna let him do whatever. I'm gonna put a... I'm gonna provoke. Do they have any gear or what's happening? Ah, there you go. It procced, but he had Stone Skin. We almost broke the Stone Skin, though. It procced again. Block revive. We got a revive up and running. It did not proc again, though. But hey, that was pretty good. The ally protection kind of like saved him there. And of course, Leonardo is gonna kick my butt. But he procced here twice, which is actually pretty good. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Even though I think Gaspard's damage is a bit underwhelming in the Hydra clan boss. Kind of like okay-ish, not wow. Okay, I was expecting a bit more. I think he's nuts. For PvP, tons of fun. Even for the Hydra, with everything that he brings into the fight. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. As usual, appreciate every single one of you guys watching. If you enjoyed the content, smash a like, subscribe. And I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.